Cacao is known as food of the gods. In its purest essence, it's the healing medicine that connects us beyond form, where infinite possibilities reside. It connects us to its people, our ancestors, planet Earth, our higher self, and the cosmic universe. By nature, it's a heart opener. It aids us in helping us feel happiness, love, connection, and compassion for ourselves and others. On a physical level, it can provide strength, physical energy, relax our muscles and joints. And raw cacao also contains the wonderful tryptophan, which is a natural antidepressant. Cacao has personally helped me feel one with nature. The soil, the animals, the insects, the plants. It's facilitated my inner knowing to be fully expressed. Especially in this technological era, cacao is needed more than ever. She reminds us that we are one with nature, that we too need our daily fresh air, the soil, the sun, the water to thrive. Her energy is loving and so full of light and wisdom. And as long as you approach her with love, with respect, with reverence, she will reveal her gifts to you. Simplemente cura corazones. I've been waiting to share an updated cacao recipe with you guys. I'm going to show you how I prepare my own ceremonial cacao. There are many different ways, and I actually encourage you guys to try out the recipe that I'm doing, but then start experimenting on your own. And then you're going to see that you're going to be able to create something very unique to you and to your personal, emotional, and spiritual needs. So to begin, I like to make some tea. I like to incorporate the plants into the cacao medicine as well. So I like to start off with steeping a few cups, 1 or 2 cups of whatever tea it is that I am needing for that day. So my favorites of all time are lemon balm, which is really great for stress relief, the nervous system. And then also this one here, it's the passion flowers, and this one's also really great for stress relief. They taste so delicious and I love them just as is. So I have these all the time. Lemon balm is also really great if you're in your menstrual cycle or if you are experiencing PMS symptoms, and I like to always drink lemon balm on my period. So since I am about to start bleeding pretty soon, I decided to incorporate lemon balm today. So in here I have a lemon balm, and then I also started incorporating St. John's bush. This is 100% pure from St. Lucia, and it's rich in iron. It's really high in antioxidants. This is a really great herb for your menstrual cycle. Love this. So this is what I have in the tea. So after this is steeping, start heating up some milk. I either like to do almond milk or oat milk. We're gonna keep it simple. And then I'm just gonna let that heat up. Now, voila, my cacao is almost done. I have a few other blocks of raw ceremonial cacao. This is not chocolate, ladies, so I just have to mention this is not your typical highly processed chocolate. This is 100% pure and raw. Okay, so now that this is kind of heating up, I am just going to add some cacao. I've been drinking cacao for about 2 years now, so I don't really measure it. I just kind of add in here what I feel is necessary for me. And then when I put it in there, I actually like to take a little bit of Palo Santo that I have here. I really love Palo Santo, and I still have the same ones that I've had for 5 years. I'm just kind of trying to finish up burning the ones that I have, but I really love the smell of Palo Santo. I also have sage and other little bundles in here that I also decide to burn sometimes, but Palo Santo is definitely my favorite. It just kind of has that really nice sweet scent. However, I heard that it's kind of endangered, you know, so it's recommended that you don't buy Palo Santo anymore because they're over harvesting the Palo Santo, and it takes a long time to grow these trees. So I just kind of smudge the cacao a little bit like this. The whole time that you're making it, you kind of want to set an intention for the emotional or spiritual need that you're looking for at that moment. So when you're cutting it up, when you're preparing, you know, really make it a ritual and really pour your love and your intention. What is it that you want for the universe to reveal to you at that moment? So cacao is a beautiful grandmother, I should say, spirit. And this is a molinillo, which I like to use to kind of just make it frothy, or you can also use a frother, you know, which is probably going to use that also to make it really nice and frothy. You can also sing to it. There's these beautiful songs that just kind of bring me more back to my culture, my ancestors. Many people from many different backgrounds make cacao, but for me, you know, just kind of connecting to my roots and my ancestors, I like to sing in Spanish. So I'm gonna sing a little bit. Keep in mind, I don't sing. Todo cura, todo sana, todo tiene medicina dentro. Todo cura, todo sana, todo tiene medicina dentro. Todo tiene agua dentro. Lleva medicina dentro. And there's also another really beautiful song that I really love. So I just sing both of them. I'm so off tone. Listen, grandmother cacao does not care if you can sing in tune or out of tune. Just, it's the intention behind it, all right? Cacaocita la medicina, cacaocita la tiriri, cura, cura, cuerpecito, cura, cura la tiriri. Okay, so I have it in a really low flame, and then this is when I'm going to add my tea. And then I also like to just take a little bit of honey, okay, and then I'm going to turn it off. And then next, I am actually going to put it into a mason jar because I drink a lot of ceremonial cacao in one sitting. Just going to pour it in here. I'm just going to froth it up a little bit more in here. Voila! Here it is. This is my favorite recipe for a delicious cup of cacao. By nature, it is pretty bitter, so I do like to add sweetener. I don't really like agave, but you know, it's all about personal preference. And then sometimes I also like to add the Anima Mundi Happiness Dopamine Adaptogenic. It's an herbal supplement, and these are happiness drops. I know, like they actually make me happy. I'm like, what? Now that I am done making this, I actually like to head over to any area of my house that I feel is going to allow me like the space for me to think, to journal, to meditate, to pray, to do a set of oracle cards and really tap into my higher self, my inner knowing. And that's what it's for, you know? Sometimes also when I'm having an emotionally challenging day, cacao, the spirit of this beautiful plant, just makes me feel safe, loved, nurtured, accepted. And like I mentioned in my other video, it's almost like you are being hugged by a grandmother type of energy. It's very beautiful. The cacao is like the medicine that just really resonates with me and my ancestors, my lineage. It just feels very normal and natural, and I'm just so happy that cacao is in my bloodline. You know, it just makes me very happy, and to have a medicine that kind of comes close to your heart and to your ancestors and your lineage is really beautiful. I also want to note the importance of selecting a ceremonial grade cacao versus regular chocolate or even regular store-bought cacao powder, for example, which was most likely made with the pure intention to earn a profit. And it's also mass-produced by people simply fulfilling their job. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course, but it's important to know the difference. Ceremonial grade cacao, on the other hand, is planted in sacred land by indigenous people who honor this plant medicine and the wisdom and the knowledge that it brings forth. It's harvested and processed also with the intention for healing humanity and earth, and they express the gratitude for every human, the insect, the soil, the earth itself for playing a role in the growth of this beautiful fruit.